Hi, this is Richard Quack here, coming to you live from Malaysia. I would like to welcome you to my weekly live video, and in today's session, I would like to talk about personal development, and the topic is success by association. Now, this is a very, very important topic because if you want to be successful, then it is an interesting topic for you. Okay. Now, you are who you associate with. Do you believe in that? You associate with people, you become like them. All right. So ask yourself, who do you associate with? Most people, they associate with people who are their peers, who they love to be with. But that will not necessarily make you successful. All right. Now, I like what Jim Rohn quoted. All right. Jim Rohn quoted, you are the average of the 5 people you spend most of your time with. All right. Now, what he suggested is that you take a piece of paper and write down the 5 names of the friends that you spend most of your time with. Write down the 5 names. Okay. Then, by the side, write down how much income they are earning. What you need to do is total the 5 income and divide by 5. And that will be the income that you'll be earning as well. All right, so you become who you associate with. All right, I like what Dan Penna quoted. He's more direct. He says, show me your friend and I'll show you your future. How true it is. Show me your friend, I'll show you your future. All right, so who you associate with is very important. So today, I want you to think carefully. Who are the people you associate with? Are these people going to bring you forward or are they going to pull you backwards? All right, so it's very important to realize, okay, your association is very, very important. Now, I'm sure you've seen movies, or even read stories of, children from a very poor family, all right, adopted by rich family. And when they grow up, they become very successful. And on the other hand, you have children from very, very wealthy family. They were adopted by people who are poor. And you know what happened? They become poor as well. So who you associate with is very important. Now, I'll give you a good example. There are many celebrities who adopted children, all right? And when the children grow up, they become very successful. Although they are adopted from very poor families, and later on, once they grow up, they become successful. A good example is Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise adopted 2 children, all right, from poor families. And when they grow up, they become successful and they have a good career. All right, that goes to show association is very, very important. Now, remember this. Your greatest gift is the gift of choice. You can choose who you want to associate with. You cannot blame anybody. All right, it is your decision. You have the greatest gift. So I would suggest to you, choose who you associate with. It doesn't mean that you are proud, you're egoistic, or whatever it is. But if you want to be successful, this is what you need to do. Associate with people who are successful. All right, so you got to choose who you associate with. Now, I like what Zig Ziglar quoted. Zig Ziglar says, if you do not want to catch fleas, do not sleep with the dogs. Isn't it true? All right, if you sleep with the dogs, all right, you associate with the dog, you're bound to get fleas, that's for sure. So if you don't want to catch fleas, do not sleep with the dog. All right, now, I'll give you an example of habits as well. All right, now, if you are not a smoker, all right, you are not a smoker and you every day associate with people who are smoking, let me assure you, one day you will start smoking as well. Likewise, gambling is another habit that is bad. You may not be a gambler, but when you associate with people who are gambling all the time, you sit around them, you ultimately become a gambler, that's for sure. And the other good example is drinking. All right, when you are drinking, when I say drinking here, is not meaning drinking tea or coffee, drinking, intoxicating drinks. All right, you are not a drinker, but you associate with people who drink. One day you're going to be a drinker as well, that's for sure, because you become who you associate with. So if you want to be successful, remember this, associate with people who are successful. That is simple. This is a simple formula that you have the choice. You can choose who you want to associate with. All right. And for your information, according to Dan Pena, all right, not I said, but according to Dan Pena, most successful people do not have many friends. They don't have many friends. Even Dan Pena, he stays in a castle, all right? He don't have many friends because he do not associate with a lot of people because he want to associate with people who are super, super successful. And there are not many of them around. All right, so remember this. If you want to be successful, you got the choice to associate with people who are successful. All right. Now, a good example like myself, I authored a book many years ago. Before I started authoring a book, I got to get the advice from somebody who has authored a book. That's for sure. If I ask somebody who has never authored a book, what do you think the person will advise me? It's not easy. I've not done it. I don't think you can do it as well. But for me, I was smart enough to get the advice from somebody who has authored a book. So as a result of that, I listen and associate with people who have authored a book. I personally authored my own book. All right. So that's all my sharing for today. Let me summarize for you. Success by association. You are who you associate with. All right. Jim Rohn quoted, you are the average of the 5 people you spend most of your time with. And then Pena quoted, show me a friend and I will show you your future. All right. Now, I'm sure you heard of stories of children who are from poor family, adopted by rich people. They become successful as well. And don't forget, you have the greatest gift. You cannot blame anybody for who you associate with because your greatest gift is the gift of choice. You can choose who you want to associate with. All right. And, I gave you some example about smoking, about gambling and drinking, all these bad habits, If you are not one of these people, you associate with people who are in this category, you'll be like them. All right. So that's all my sharing for today. I hope that you learned something. If you like what you hear and see, please feel free to like, to share, and to comment. I appreciate the time that you spend with me here today in Malaysia. It is Monday. I will see you again on Friday for another session of my live video. So this is Richard Quek from Malaysia, wishing you good night and goodbye.